Hello everyone and welcome back to Zoo Crafting! I am Zookeeper Seri and we are on an expedition! I love expeditions, especially when there's cows climbing in trees. They're so cute. Look at that little cow. Look at that tree climbing cow. That is either a very light cow or a very strong tree. You just never know in this world. You just never know. But yes, so we are still on our expedition and I am realizing that even though I absolutely adore expeditions, Seed, don't get me wrong, and I love going out, and we are currently looking for some bees as well as collecting up a lot of wool from the various sheep. Hang on, Seed. I know I saw a sheep just a second ago wander around here. That even though I love expeditions, it hit me. I'm envious of the way that Pavo and Alex and Jacob and so many of our other people, Nirne, everybody gets stuff done. And Seri, you guys know by now, Seri doesn't get stuff done the fastest sometimes. Seri wanders around and sits in holes and looks at deer rumps and sheep rumps and coos after trees and flowers. And there's definitely a time and place for that, cow. Definitely a time and place for that. But I'm beginning to realize that I'm feeling so envious of everybody else because they actually get things done. So I think, wow, this is like Cow Haven, by the way. Oh my goodness, and there's a lot of little adorable raccoons added in. So it hit me. That's what it is. That's the thing that always feels just a teensy bit off, a teensy bit confusing, Seed, in my little adventures and what I try to do. And that's that I do love making a mark on the world. So we're going to actually start heading back towards home, and we are going to get to building because, oh my gosh, wait a second. We're going to be heading north, and we're going to be checking out a temple that apparently I just completely missed, Seed. I don't know how I missed that, but I did. Also, I'm going to gather up some of these dead leaves. They'll be perfect for putting down into our black bear exhibit. I will admit that. All right, let's come over here and collect these up. But yeah, it hit me. That's one of the things that has been niggling away. I love my adventures and I love doing things at my own little Seri pace so much, but I definitely want to see some progress. And I often get comments that just kind of take the wind out of me. That are like, she never does anything. She never builds any exhibits. And it's like, well, but this is my adventure. I love my world. I love traveling in it. And I know I don't do things the quickest. And I'm not saying that I'm going to change who I am or what I enjoy, but I'm just saying I realize that sometimes I've been so protective of going on my adventures, Seed, and not having to apologize for it or explain it to anybody. Oh gosh, there's just so many leaves. Think about how perfect this will be for decorating around the timber forest area. It's perfect. But sometimes I can be kind of like, but I love this, that I get intimidated actually from the idea of building, because then people are so judgmental about what you're building and are you doing it fast enough or slow enough. And I'm so glad we have 3 queen bees, and I'm just not going to let that get to me, Seed. I'm not going to let that get to me. We're just going to do our own adventures and we're just going to have a good time. But I did realize that what I love about seeing the other zoo crafters work, Seed, what I love about it is seeing how something has happened, how there's a new area to learn in, how there's something that's been added to our world that's super precious. And yes, a huge part, my dear Chocobo, of traveling this world and adventuring in this world is just pushing resources from one spot to another. And really that could be said, oh hello cheetah, that could be said for everything in life. But I'm just feeling really good, Seed, just really good about realizing he threw a feather down at that cheetah. Are you taunting it? What if it can climb a tree like the cows, Seed? I don't think that's a very good idea. But it just made me feel good because I realized we're going south, Seed. We need to go north. Is that north? That's east or west. There we go. That's north. And that is actually, I guess the int must have told me about it. Look, it's right here. We were like right below a temple with a ton of sheep. Oh my goodness. Now the only way that this could get any better is if this was like a temple absolutely full of bees. That would be amazing if it was a temple full of bees. But yeah, I love what I do and I love who I am, but I have been realizing that I would love to see a little bit more progress. Pardon me, I know that's a little bit rude of me, sheep. Aloe vera! Yes! I say these things, a little more progress, and then I start freaking out because we're finding the things that we've been looking for eons now here on this expedition. Oh man, and all of this fountain grass is just so perfect. And Daphne's, there's even these bushes. These berry bushes are perfect. If I had a silk touch pick, I would be able to gather those up. They'd be perfect. They'd be so perfect. Oh no, I smushed it. But I don't want to use up. No, I smushed those too. But I'm going to run out of shears. Seed, what am I going to do? I did not come on this expedition properly prepared. What am I doing? Oh, I have another pair of shears. I was gonna say, Mr. Pig, that I always know better than to go on expeditions without my shears. And then what do? I go on an expedition without my pair of shears. All right, let's see. Is there any more aloe vera? There was a bit down there. But yeah, I don't know what I was trying to tell you guys just then, other than just that I want to see more done in the zoo. And I'm sorry that I haven't been building more exhibits. But at the same time, I got intimidated. I got intimidated and nervous. And I'm going to get over my anxiety and just not pay attention to people who are like, Siri, you never do anything. You never do anything I want. And there's that little ramble. A very odd little ramble, and I'm going to finish collecting these beautiful mountain flowers. The thing is, look at these. These are lady slippers. Do you understand how gorgeous these are, Mr. Pig? From the glance that he gave me, he is not sure what the heck is going on and why this woman is so excited. But these will be wonderful for decorating. This will be wonderful for decorating, especially our cougar exhibit. Oh my gosh, the cougar's going to love these things. So many things to smell. So many things to smell, and there's, look at that, it's a cute little bun next to some absolutely gorgeous flowers, some lavender shrubs. This is perfect, lavender shrubs. Oh, and there's a zebra, and there's snowberries. Okay, I'm very excited about this now. I'm very, very excited. Oh, lavender shrubs and dead leaves to be able to put down for the animals to play in. And oh, the fountain grass, which just always looks so good. And I always try not to take too much from an area, but it is pretty fun going on an expedition just to be able to like hand collect things. And that's the thing though. I realize that our world, what is this? Okay, let me gather up these and see what these are. They're house leeks. House leeks! I don't think I've ever found house leeks before. Oh, geez Louise, it's beautiful here. And what happened there? But at least there's a bee. I see that there's a spot where I can go. Oh my gosh, and it's still on fire. We'll deal with that in a second. And do I see another bee? Okay. We'll check on that forest fire in just a second. It seems to be petering out, I hope. All right, you stay there, Leek, so that hopefully you can repropagate yourself in some future point in time. But yeah, just that I realize I've kind of been a bit silly with being nervous, and then my nervousness translates into not building anything. And I just wanted to mention that, hey, you know what? Siri's gonna own up to it. Siri's gonna realize that she hasn't been doing it, and that what draws me to what the zoo crafters have been doing is that they actually have stuff built and they're doing stuff. And I want to make our zoo truly become a big, beautiful zoo where people can come and learn so many things. Aster Seed, where'd you go, Aster Seed? There you are, Aster Seed, and learn so many things about the natural world and so many things about our unique world of Zoodesia. We have had 2.5 years of adventuring and exploring and checking out where all of the wild horses are roaming and the temples are popping up like daisies. And that definitely has a lot of validity for what we do in our world. But then it hit me, we really are getting to the point where rather than, like, especially with so many people on the server, rather than just exploring the world and having to cross our fingers that we'll stumble on some bees, it really is okay. And I had to kind of have this click. It really is okay to go ahead and make it so we could add in a beekeeper and we can get bees from the beekeeper instead of exploiting our natural resources. We're not kind of, I guess I was having a hard time, sheep. I was feeling like I was taking the easy way out. That's what I'm trying to say here. That's what I'm realizing. I was feeling like I was taking the easy way out by not going and searching for the bees on foot for days and days and days. But then I was getting oddly frustrated. Also, that's a beautiful snake, and I have a couple people in mind I really want to give a snake to, but we'll have to come back for it one day. That's a gorgeous snake. Gorgeous. But I was feeling oddly frustrated about the fact that, like, I had to go search for bees, but I love exploring. And so I couldn't figure out what was going on. And now I get it. After 2.5 years of zoo crafting, almost 3 years, and after having so many people on the server and our world being so big and huge, we really are kind of at the point now where it's about adding physical places to the world, not just exploring it, but we're not a place, not a server, we're not a group of people who want to overexploit our natural resources. And so it's okay to add in a beekeeper and borrow that appetite. Okay, and I say exploit the natural resources, but I can't help it. Did I get extra appetite? It's an Apache dwarf mistletoe. Okay, I won't take too many more of these, just one or two here and there. But we don't want to overexploit our natural resources, so it's okay to add in a beekeeper. And I think I had to wrap my head around that because it's kind of, oh, there's a dancing sheep, all right. It's kind of a shift from having been like really, really super survival based to shifting to being a community, to being a place where we have active villages and active economies. And I feel much better about that. So now that I've given you guys that little ramble and explained that's why and how we're going to have the, what is this? What is this? This is really pretty. Kiera. Wow, it's beautiful. I kind of want to put it all over my savanna. All right. I'll put down one more. Because like I said, I don't want to overexploit things. But yeah, that's how I feel better about the idea of putting things down instead of just going searching endlessly. Because our world can be infinite, but sure does take it out on little fox. It sure does take it out on our world size, which is already 13 gigabytes. And it's okay, because that's part of adding civilization into this world, to go ahead and add in more NPCs and go ahead and add in more buildings. And I think I had to shift from my mentality from like, oh, people might think that's too easy, to the fact that people just want to see our world grow, Aster Seed. So there, 10 minutes of rambling. Oh gosh, Seri, I'm so bad about that. I'm so sorry. And we're done with that. All right. And I'm geared up. I've got my sword. I have no idea what's going to be inside of there. Do I even have torches on me? Do I even carry torches anymore? I don't even carry torches anymore. I don't even do that, but I have sticks. And I have a bit of rubber. So we're going to light these bits of rubber into torches, and we're going to peek and see what's inside this temple, this sheep temple, as I'm kind of thinking of it now. And let's go ahead and grab one of my picks. I really hope nothing happens to me. It would take forever to get back here with Sunflower. All right. I don't want to hurt this area. Like I said, we're trying not to exploit the place, but I hope my little ramble made sense to you guys. Okay. Wow. Wow! I hope my little ramble totally made sense to you guys. If you can just kind of understand where I'm coming from with how I was watching everybody else add to their areas. And I'm like, I really want to do that. Why do I feel weird about doing it though? And it's because I get used to the survival aspect of things, like the travel aspect. But we're not just that anymore. We're more than that. We are a whole world. We've worked really hard at building up this world. And I just need to be okay with that. All right. And it sounds like there's a bunch of snakes, like practically on top of my head. So are they downstairs? There's a ton of snakes in the basement. There's a whole basement full of snakes from the sound of it. What's going on down there? Oh gosh, and there's a skeleton. It's a basement full of snakes and skeletons. Oh my goodness gracious. All right. Well, I don't have a silk touch pick, so I don't want to have to gather these things up, but I can go ahead and... What? That's a whole bunch of gold though. Oh gosh. All right. Well, let's see. I don't want to destroy this temple, but I do want to be able to poke at things a little bit. So let me see. Where's my bow and arrow? Did I really lose my bow and arrow too? I think I lost my bow and arrow. No, there it is. Never mind. I have my bow and arrow. Let me go ahead and grab these real quick. In fact, I don't need to put the arrows there. So, hello, Mr. Skeleton. I want to investigate this temple, please. I hope you don't mind. I'm going to come back with a silk touch pick. And then, I mean, technically we could even take these temples over and upgrade them. So yeah, I hope my ramble made sense and it wasn't just like Seri being weird. It's just hard to explain having to balance, especially when so many people get so like, rah, 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 rah. Having to balance the adventure and the exhibits and the education and then just building the world, like actually building it. All right. You guys can stay there. Thank you. No. No. I'm okay. Thank you. Oh, jeez. All right. Oh, my goodness. No. Stop, please. I didn't want to hurt you. Hi. You're already dead, so that's not really so much a problem. There's just a bunch of gold nuggets in there. And then a few other chests. It looks like there's another special chest. Let's see if I can grab whatever's in it. That's a chicken. That's a chicken. Okay. Inside of a vase. This is truly a temple of mysteries, you guys. Are you getting a drink, little one? What are you doing in there? Your little chicken butt is just inside of this vase. What you doing in there, huh? It's a temple of mysteries. A temple of mysteries and revelations, I suppose. All right. What's inside here? A gold javelin. All right. Well, I'll try to put some of these stone bricks back and then we'll just go ahead. You know, do you want to come home with me? I wish I could bring you home, but I happen to be out of... I don't want to pick these up without a silk touch because it just feels like I would shatter them even if you wouldn't. I guess I'll pick up that snake egg and I will have that snake be reborn to make up for the fact that I had to kill it. All right, we'll get out of here. All right, so we'll try to come back. I guess this is kind of like a chicken temple now. And then, yeah, okay, good. We're good. Oh, good gravy. Oh, gosh. Oh, my goodness. Okay, and I'm tripping over things. And then that's the other thing. You never know. Oh, my gosh, look at you, Creeper. Okay, you look different now. Alrighty then. Wow, he was made up of leaves. That was pretty exciting, Mr. Sheep, and you don't even know about it. All right. I was going to try to put these stone bricks back inside of one of the chests so that when we come back, we can, oops, oh, I guess that's one way to do things. All right. Nope, please. Nope. Oh, no. I don't want to have to do this, but you're really leaving me no choice in the matter. I cannot die here. That is unacceptable. I'm sorry. It's not happening. I'm so sorry. I will take your egg and try to give you children. And the chicken's like, I'm out of here, thank goodness. I will try to raise its children well. I'm sorry, orange snake and green snake. I didn't really have a matter in the choice. I had to live. I have to live, gosh darn you. Do you understand this, Mr. Creeper? Oh my gosh. Spring green chickpea witch, give me strength. Oh my goodness. All right. You know what? I'm Seri. I'm goofy. I go on adventures. Sometimes I don't know what's going to happen. Sometimes they get a little bit too intense. Let's find Aster Seed and let's go check on that forest fire now because that's happening too. Oh gosh. And there's these very uncommon little flowers. I definitely need a few of these alpine thistles, but I don't want to take too many. All right. And then yes, we probably are just going to go ahead and like add a beekeeper to our area. And I hope a lot of you guys who have been with me for a long time can understand kind of my struggle when I was trying to accept like the balance between what do I allow myself to use for custom NPCs and what is the balance between adventure and building. And I think we're starting to tip the scales where it's almost entirely building because I get such a rush seeing what everybody else has done, Aster Seed. So, but not to mention I'm getting a little old for those kinds of adventures, Aster Seed. All right, let's go check on the forest fire. Oh my gosh, that was kind of amazing. And it's just full of snakes. It's a temple full of snakes and mysteries. And I really hope that the forest fire isn't continually spreading. But I did see a bee down there. So we have to go down there, Aster Seed. Because there is a bee. Oh gosh, there's 2 bees. There's a whole bunch of bees. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, we're going to have to check what happened here. And we're going to have to see if any of the animals here need assistance. Okay, and I almost landed. There's a lot of snakes over here. Where the heck even are we? I'm not even sure what kind of biome this is. Dense forest biome. And then, is this okay? Because I think this was the area that was on fire last time. Oh yeah, look, it has a little lava area. It looks like there's another sacred springs ahead. Looks like there's a bunch of orchids. And there's definitely going to be lots of sheep. There's always sheep that seem to enjoy living in the sacred spring trees. They're like sheep that live in trees. Or goats, excuse me, not sheep. All right, but it looks like it's going to be okay. So now we're just going to go ahead and we're going to rescue a whole bunch of the bees that happen to be living inside of these trees. And then we'll head home. But there's my little ramble. I hope it's okay that I went on that little ramble. Just trying to explain. Look at that poor bear. That's a grizzly bear. There's so many bees. How am I going to get this bee? Okay, can I? Oh my gosh. Okay. Aster Seed, we might have to work on this a little bit. Okay, all right. And there's a snake in the tree. This is actually kind of surreally beautiful, isn't it? And it is kind of like a bee rescue mission now. Wow. All right. But yeah, I hope you guys are okay with my little ramble on the mountain there about how we're probably going to shift into just adding in more NPCs and work on making more of an economy rather than focusing on diminishing, for the lack of a better way of explaining it, the resources of the natural world, and focus on building them up instead. Like I said, making those entire forests where we will be adding in the NPC animals that you guys helped me breed, and we'll be doing that. So there's my little ramble. I feel better. I'm just gonna let it go. I'm sorry so much of my anxiety is just coming through in Zoo Crafting lately, but it's my safe place. It's where all of this started. And I feel better realizing that everything changes, including this. So we'll be good. All right. So next time, we're actually going to try rescuing as many of these bees from the forest fire as possible. And then, provided no other unexpected temples pop up, we will be headed back home and we will be getting the last little bit of the picnic pickup shack finished so that we can get started on making a huge area for the bees. We can make berry groves, berry groves, and we can make our black bear exhibit. We'll be able to get the cougar exhibit, just get stuff built. And I know a lot of you guys are always waving your arms up in the air going, Seri, why don't you just do that in the first place? And like I keep saying, it's just really hard to balance between figuring out what is the right amount of things to stop and have to hold everything for. Like, how often should I go, okay, we have to go travel looking for wool? And I don't know. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. And I just wanted to tell you guys that. All right. So I promise tomorrow I'll be more focused, and then we'll really, really get to building this weekend especially too. So I'm pretty excited about that, Aster Seed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.